The sacked Chief Executive of a Northern Territory Indigenous corporation is calling for a royal commission into what he calls an Aboriginal industry. He argues a few are unfairly benefiting from billions in government spending, while many remote Indigenous people remain disadvantaged. He's launched federal court action against his former employer, alleging inappropriate use of resources and pay and overtime irregularities. Jane Bardon reports from Borroloola.
He was sacked as the chief executive of Borroloola's Mabunji Indigenous Corporation in August, but Michael Gravener hasn't left town. From a caravan in the Gulf of Carpenteria's mining and tourism hub, he's launched federal court action claiming unfair dismissal.
Mostly I think it's because I was actually unveiling a lot of irregularities.
Michael Gravener alleges he was sacked because he alerted Mabunji management to inappropriate use of resources by employees. He's alleging inappropriate use of purchase orders, including a staff member using them to buy personal groceries.
And her reasoning for that was that she didn't have any money at the time and that she needed to eat.
He's also alleging serious pay, timesheet and overtime irregularities.
It was $100,000 for one person in 1 year. That, if you calculate that, that would be a lot of hours.
He complained to the Northern Territory Police, who aren't investigating, the Indigenous Corporations watchdog, and the Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet, which has decided to undertake a compliance review in relation to PM&C funded activities. After years working for Indigenous corporations, Michael Gravener finds allegations of irregularities too common.
I really believe that there's enough evidence around the Territory and Western Australia to suggest that there should be a royal commission into the Aboriginal industry.
Indigenous residents worried about Mr Gravener's allegations attended Mabunji's annual general meeting in Borroloola this week.
Mabunji was set up there to look after the interests of Aboriginal people on outstation. But from my knowledge, where I was on the board when they first started off, it sort of drifted away from what he's supposed to do.
Members of Borroloola's Indigenous clans went into the Mabunji AGM hoping to elect new board members. They came out angry after being told that wouldn't happen today.
They said, no, it's not going to be happening today, it's going to be happening next year.
I don't think they're listening to the people.
Yes.
The people are the ones that are suffering out in the community.
This is the Bardon area. This is where we do our cooking, where we sleep when it's hot.
Some residents are accusing Mabunji of not providing adequate government-funded Indigenous housing maintenance services.
Mabunji took this one out, halfway, and that one. They're supposed to come back and put louvers in there, but they didn't put any louvers in. They haven't been back yet.
Asked to respond to the allegations, Mabunji's management refused interviews. The corporation provided a statement saying Mabunji stands by its decision to terminate Mr Gravener's services and will vigorously defend any legal action brought on by Mr Gravener against it.
I met him when I came back from Darwin. I met him that first day, and next day he was dismissed.
Samuel Evans has just returned to the Mabunji board. He's unaware of the financial allegations, but defends the corporation's service delivery.
There's so many outstations, and we do provide services, but some of those people that are on the outstations aren't helping themselves.
He hopes Mabunji won't be damaged by the court proceedings.
If we collapse, we fall down, it'll be taken by an NGO, non-government organisation. That's, no Aboriginal people in Borroloola is going to have their say.
Critics of Mabunji say they don't have a voice now. Jane Bardon, ABC News, Borroloola.